Good morning, everybody. Shavua Tov. Hope you're having a great start to the week. I am excited to say that we completed our series on the Six Constant Mitzvahs. We started before Rosh Hashanah, and we really wrapped it up last week. I just wanted to do a summary because I think it's worthwhile summarizing what we learned, and then tomorrow we'll move on to a new topic. So we talked about the fact that there are six mitzvot, 6 commandments in the Torah that apply always at all times to everyone. All the other mitzvahs are situational, or they apply to certain people. There are mitzvahs that apply to women. There are mitzvahs that apply to men. There are mitzvahs that apply to people living in Israel, and there are mitzvahs that only apply certain times of the year. But there are 6 mitzvahs that are constant. And constant means that we are always thinking about them, or they're always informing the way we look at the world, really. Filters through which we see the world, creating a deeper God consciousness. And I just want to quickly remind us and go through it once what the 6 are, because we've been studying them, and we're going to just review them. 1 is know that there's a God. That's fundamental. It's the foundation of everything. That involves thinking about it, investigating it, logically understanding, deepening your connection and belief in the existence of God. And that's something that we work on all the time. It's a constant process. And you never get to a point where you believe. You always have to work on deepening that belief. The second commandment is to have no other gods. And again, I think we pointed out when we started talking about this, that this doesn't mean don't bow down to statues and idols. I don't think any of us have a temptation to do that. But what it means is that anytime we attribute our success or power or failure or anything to any source other than the one infinite source of existence, then we're attributing power to something other than God. And that's really what it's about. So if we think, if I only had X, then everything would be perfect in my life. Whatever that X is the idol that I'm worshiping. Then the third mitzvah is to unify God. And that really just means to see everything that happens in our lives as part of the tapestry that is tailor-made and designed by the creator of the universe to help us become the people that he created us to be. So every situation that we find ourselves in, where we're born, when we're born, all of our occurrences in life are all part of one big picture of a perfectly designed, tailor-made reality for us to help us achieve our mission in this world. It's all one unified reality coming from God. Then we moved into the next set of mitzvahs, the next 3, which is more personal. It's more about a relationship. So the mitzvah number 4 is the mitzvah to love Hashem, to love God. And that means we start thinking about relationships that we have, our parents, our children, and we apply those emotions that we have towards the people that we love to God. And we think about what it means to love God. How does one develop a love of God? And the real answer to that is seeing and appreciating all of the kindness and all of the love that he's constantly bestowing upon us. And that wakes us up to the deep reality of his constant overview and protection and guidance of our lives, and how much we love him and how much we should love him for all the kindness that he's constantly sending our way. Number 5 is the opposite side of that coin, which is fear of God. And we said that doesn't mean walking around with dread and trepidation that at any moment something terrible might happen and God might strike me down, but it's more of an awe. It's a respect. It's a recognition of God's greatness and our relative smallness and our desire to be the best people we can be, to give him nachas and to out of an awareness and a recognition of how incredible and how awesome God is and how awesome it is to be able to have a personal relationship with him. And the final mitzvah, number 6, is not to follow after your eyes and your heart, which we explained basically means that as a human being, we are the greatest gift that we have is the ability to think and intellectually understand things. But then, of course, our emotions are very real. But the way we have to go through this world is to make decisions based on our understanding, our intellectual awareness. We have to think things through. We have to come to logical understanding, and then allow our actions to be informed by our intellect and not informed by our emotions. The role of the emotions is we employ the emotions once we've decided what we want to be in life and what we want to do in life, then we get our emotions involved, and that gives us the energy and the excitement. But we can't just follow after every emotional feeling that we have, because that will always lead us into deep rabbit holes. So that's the summary. Those are the 6 constant mitzvahs. It's a lifetime of work. It's easy to say them, it's easy to talk about them, but to live with them and to think about them and to meditate upon them constantly is a whole nother reality. So I'm wishing everybody great success in integrating and incorporating those 6 perspectives into your life. And of course, I'm always here to help. Reach out if you want to talk about it more. And we will move on tomorrow with a new topic. Have a great day.